You changed much since becoming a father?
I don't know. I mean, I had my first child quite a long while ago.
How long ago was it?
Well, he's 8 now, the oldest.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was the first one. You know, having children. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
Do I have to take anything or?
I've already
yeah.
declined.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So are you pointing at your 8-year-old child there in a musical direction?
No, he's sport mad.
Oh, is that right?
He must be a footballer.
You know, a soccer player.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is he any good?
Yeah, yes, he's got a bit of talent for it. Yeah.
Did you ever get out there with him and kick around?
Not much, because I would never liked sport when I was.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
We do have kind of a smaller build.
yes,
Yeah.
and at school I never enjoyed it. But
Mm.
this last year or two I got a bit more interested. You know, I mean, like one thing I'd never done in my life was skiing. So
Uh-huh.
I tried that last year. You know, quite enjoyed that.
Huh. What about? I heard you guys were on a TV program today.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Oh, it's quite amusing. Actually, it went quite well, in fact, because you're always a bit nervous of doing these TV, especially when it's live and you don't understand the language. But they did it it came off quite well.
What actually happened?
The first thing we had to do was we had to just sort of walk around and be introduced, and we had to judge the sort of handsome guy contest.
Right.
Yeah, and about 7 guys come on. So that was just one big spot. And then later on we came on and they showed up sort of a minute and a half about single and just did a little interview. But that wasn't too bad. I mean, a little bit humorous, but because we were told it was like really one of these really sort of slapstick type shows.
Yeah, it is.
But it wasn't too, you know, because there's one in England where they actually chuck buckets of water on you and things like that. But in the end it was good.
Huh. Do you ever do TV back home or anywhere else in the world?
Not a lot really, no, because usually we've been very busy. It's just with this album we've finished making it, and we haven't got any touring plans until July. And Roger and myself, you know, thought, well, I mean, we've always enjoyed coming to Japan, so we thought we'd actually come and do a little trip and go to Japan and Australia and do a bit of promotional work. We thought we were going to get a sort of holiday thrown in as well, but they've been working us so hard.
Such is not the case.
Sorry? Not yet. Perhaps when we get to Australia we might get a chance to lie on the beach if we're lucky, I don't know.
The last album, Hot Space, didn't really do that well.
No.
What do you think accounted for that?
I don't know. I personally didn't like it very much.
Oh, really?
No, not when it was finished. But
I talked to Brian May the other day. He said he was very satisfied with it.
Yeah? Yeah. I didn't like it really. And also it was all a bit much in one direction. And yeah, obviously, you know, I know in America we lost a lot of sort of fans from the sort of the rock side because of it, you know, which we're now having to try and pull back, and it's, you know, it's quite hard.
It does seem that you have a lot of different sides to the band. Like you've got Brian May pulling it in a very rock-like direction.
Yes, that's true.
Whereas you got Freddie, and I guess.
No, Freddie writes his own style of songs, which tend to be more melodic.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, and
ballad-like.
Ballad-like, yeah. Where he doesn't really tend to write any heavy songs anymore. Where he used to in the early days, yeah. And Roger, whose writing has sort of improved quite a lot over the last few years, and as me as well, I tend to sort of go more towards a sort of, you know, I quite like sort of like funk style a bit, and a bit sort of poppy in a way, more, you know, that sort of thing. So we do have these pulls in different directions, which is a problem really.
Well, who on earth pulled it in the funk direction then for Hot Space?
Well, I don't know really.
How much?
That's difficult.
It behooves me.
Yes, it behooves me as well. No, because we had the big success with No One Bites the Dust, right?
Ah, I see. So it was an extension on that.
Sort of, in a way, yeah. But I don't know. Freddie wanted to do 2 or 3 things like that,
which turned into a whole, not a whole album, but
not a
most
whole
of
album,
it.
but a lot of it, really, yeah.
So there was sort of a conscious effort at getting back the rock and roll in works.
Well, yeah. We were to get some of that in, and also to get in, you know, some of our things that people do associate with us, which are the harmonies and the guitars, and the more sort of traditional Queen elements that people, you know, are used to.
Do you think you guys are? Oh, you're talking about. You ordered the milk tea, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I don't want it now.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah.
I'll have another green tea.
What do you consider the band's strong points? Do you consider it more of a versatile band? Do you consider it a band more geared for a certain kind of style in particular?
No, we don't really tend to think like that now. We just tend to just record and carry on really.
Play things by ear.
Yeah.
It comes naturally.
Yeah, and also you said that there's 4 different influences. If we made 4 albums where each one of us was a producer, there would be 4 completely different albums.
There's a lot of speculation. It may just be in Japan, but there's a lot of speculation that you guys are ready to bust up.
Well, we have our patches, when we find it tough. Yeah, of course we do. But that's why we took a bit of time off, really. And in the end, perhaps it was better that we had a big gap rather than sort of, fall out. Really.
So that basically strengthened the band. You think that gap?
Well, it's helped a bit, yes. And it gives people time to think and what they want to do as well. But I mean, hopefully, if we can actually carry on as a group and still allow solo projects to go on. Because Roger's finished another album, he's got a second album coming out, and actually Freddie's now going to start one. Actually. He's got some ideas for songs. Because I think really he writes a lot more songs than actually come out on the Queen album. Because he only gets like 3 or 4, and he has quite a prodigious output of songs.
Prolific, yeah.
Prolific,
yeah.
I think is the right word.
How about yourself, though? You said you didn't know whether you'd be doing solo stuff. Or...
Not really, because I can't sing.
Oh, really?
No.
You don't do any vocals?
No, the other 3 do them all.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
In the studio and on stage. I sometimes sing a little bit on stage, but it's the other 3 that have got the good voices.
And you don't consider yourself...
No.
Well, how about cut out for, say, instrumental stuff, then?
Possibly, but if I did something, I'd really want to work with vocalists, because I think,
And anybody in particular?
Well, there's a lot of people I like.
For example?
Well, like Lionel Richie, I like.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I couldn't see you playing behind Lionel Richie, though.
Yeah, in a recording sense, yes.
But realistically, like somebody you would really think you could get together with and make it go?
Oh, realistically, I don't know. I think you'd have to choose somebody who was a little bit not so well known, but who had a good voice.
Huh.
Yeah, but I mean now he's monstrous now with his own career.
Oh yeah. Yeah. ね、もう時間ですか？じゃあいい。あ、そうですか。Got about time for one. Oh, by the way, here it is.
Thank you very much.
Genre of music from rock music to classic music. Station.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't understand.
It carries all different kinds of music.
Ah, yeah. Okay. How long did it take you to learn Japanese?
Me, it took about what? I guess I'm my 5th year here now.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you could pick up in about a year if you were here.
Yeah, well, we've been here lots of times. I've picked up a few little bits.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, just a little bit of the way that the certain things are phrased, so at least you know where they come.
Huh.
Huh. But it's hard to speak. We hear all the time that you've got coming.
Oh yeah, it's second nature once you get here.
Yeah, and I mean just learning what the sound of the verbs are. So you get to know, because at first it's a complete you've got no idea what's going on with all the the notes and the wah.
Huh. Well, with all the countries you go to, I suppose you keep yourself tuned into certain things. What sort of things do you look for in foreign countries? What sort of things do you enjoy?
I like to pick up the atmosphere of a country, really, which is like sometimes, like just walking down the streets, in the morning or in the evening, or, going around the shops, going to the, like when we go out to eat, I rather than go to sort of these sort of more westernised restaurants, something I much enjoy going and eating in a little bar,
A little local colour.
Yeah.
Huh. What country have you liked the best so far? Out of all
That's a difficult question because we've been to so many.
Which have you liked the best, I should say?
Well, Japan was always one of my favourites.
Oh, really?
That's partly why we volunteered to come, really.
Uh-huh.
Because we've never done a promotional trip in our lives before.
Oh, is that right?
No, never.
Huh. No. Is that right?
Because normally we're touring and you do a few things at the same time.
Uh-huh.
But to actually come specifically, it's we've never done before.
Why was it only you and Roger?
Well, Freddie wouldn't come. He wouldn't come on. He would never do that sort of thing.
Oh, really?
No.
How come?
I don't know. He doesn't like doing interviews or.
A little interview shy.
I think so. Yeah.
Huh. Okay, I guess we're ready to make the trade-off. All right.
Okay, so now you get October.
October.
So we're not quite sure where we're going to play yet.
Oh, really? Well, I'm sure it'll be the Budokan or
Yeah.
one of those type places. Do you want to play a smaller hall or?
No, the Budokan I like.
Or would you like to play a stadium?
No, we did that last time and didn't like that.
Didn't like it.
Save the Islands was
Oh,
big.
yeah. That's right. That's right. That's right.
So we'll sort something else anyway.
Huh.
And we're hoping to visit a few other countries in the Far East, which we've never done before.
Like?
Well, we've been to Japan 5 times, but we've never been to sort of Hong Kong or Singapore or Korea.
What if there's a market there, though?
There is,
Uh-huh.
but it's, I mean, 'cause I think Hong Kong and somewhere else has been done, but I know Korea hasn't really been done. We're going there tomorrow, actually.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, for 2 days.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Well,